Hey dancers, so what I'm gonna have you older groups thinking about and working on, and I'd like you to do this all summer because we need to start getting your muscles trained to do turns a la seconde or turns in second. And some of you older groups have done them, but they're low and they're hard and it's hard to put in at the recital because they're not polished. And part of that is you don't have the right strength to turn these well. And we're gonna be working on building up to that. So next week I'll kind of send you off with our final assignment with some of those turns, but you have to build up to it. And this is something you should be doing all summer. So just start by stretching out the hips a little bit. Get a good stretch. And then I want you to warm up the right side by just brushing this through, getting a good hip stretch here. And then you can go to the other side, loosen that up. You can stretch a little more before you do it. And we're ready to do some grand battement kicks. So you start on the right side and be careful not to lean into it as you do it. You want to stay nice and lifted tall.
Grand battement. Preparation arm, 1 and 2 and point front, lift.
Nice leg height.
1, 2,
Get it up there.
4. Point side, lift.
Get it up there.
Close. 1.
This one's going to close in the
3,
back.
4. Point back, lift.
Knees are turned out.
Close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point side, lift. Point, close. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're going to turn around and do it to the other side. Go for height and no
1
leaning.
and 2 and point front, lift. Point, close.
Get it up there.
2, 3, 4. Point side, lift. Point, close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point back, lift.
Knees turned out.
Close. 1, 2, 3, 4. Point side, lift. Point, close. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and so we're going to go to track number 12. And what you're going to want to do, part of the last week's session was to gain that leg strength with your turnout. Well, this is why we need to use this. So we're slowly building up to getting you the good, strong foundation of turns in second and fouette turns. So now we're going to be working on your développés. And with développés, you need that good, strong turnout, and you're going to hold. And you use this in your turns in second and your fouette turns. So we're going to work on this at the bar. This is why I had you holding and strengthening last week, so don't forget to do those things. It's review week, okay? You need to be doing this all summer to build up that strength so that you can have those awesome turns, okay? This is how you do it. I'm breaking it all down for you. So let's work on that retiré, okay? You're going to développé, you're going to hold it, and you'll point and close, and we're going to do that front and side.
Développé. Ready, and lift retiré. Extend to the front. Hold.
You want to have it out at a 90-degree
Point,
angle.
close front. Lift retiré. Extend to the side.
This is hard, don't lean.
Hold, and point, close back. Lift retiré. Extend to the
Look
back.
these out. You can lean a little bit forward here.
And
You should feel a pinch in your
point,
back.
close back.
And we're going to do it to the
The
other
other
side.
side. Ready, and lift retiré. Extend to the front. Hold, and point, close front. Lift retiré.
Do not lean in.
Extend to the side. Hold, and point, close back. Lift retiré. Extend to the back. Hold,
Once
and
turned out, you should feel a
point,
pinch in
close
your back.
back.
So as you're doing your retirés, try not to do this, okay? You want to pull up tall, and it's especially hard in that side on that développé. You know, you're gonna naturally go in a little bit, but you want to work on pulling up and not sinking in. So that's what I'm talking about. You want to développé, hold, and on both of these, I need you to be 90 degrees and out to the side. You don't want to do it here, okay? You don't want your développé here, because what happens is then when you're doing turns in second and fouette turns, if you're doing a turn in second this low, some of you have done those for recital, but they get sloppy because it pulls your weight forward. So that's what we're trying to work on, is holding straight up as much as you can. And when you're doing it to the side, I'll turn around, you know, you want to keep it high without doing this, okay? And that kind of hurts in here, but that's what I need you to work on this week. Okay, so this is an exercise where you're using your retiré, and so you're bringing it up, you're turning it out, you're gonna take it out, okay? And then you're going to whip it out and bring it in, okay? So how I want you to do it, this one we're not gonna do with any music, and I'm gonna want you to do this 8 times on each side. It's also for leg strengthening, but it's also getting ready for good, strong demi-fouette turns. So what I want you to do is you're gonna retiré, you're gonna raise that leg, and you are going to bring it into a fondue or développé, and then you're gonna whip it open to second and then bring it back in, okay? So you're going to go up onto relevé as you raise that leg, okay? So you're gonna start in right fifth front, and you're gonna go up onto demi-point. This is nice and open, okay? From there, you're gonna unfold it, hold, you're gonna open it wide and bring it in, okay? And then you're gonna come down, and you're gonna do it again. So we can bring it up, développé, open, and bring it in. Okay, and you're gonna do that 8 times. And then I want you to do it on the other side. And so for all my classes, I want this to be a review week because I don't want you to practice something once, check it off the list, you sent it to us, I called it good, or told you something you could work on. I want you to go back to the beginning now, because we've been doing this for a few weeks. We only have one more recording to go, which is next week. So I want you to take this week on top of this strengthening to get really good at this, continue to do this, but go back to the beginning and work on whether I gave you jazz, whether I gave you tap, whether I gave you ballet things, I want you to work on them. Plus get good at this. So it is a review week, and I hope you have fun doing it, but do your reviewing because that's how you get better and make changes, okay? Have a great week.